Cost of living crisis is getting out of control. I mean, I've had to sell the Range and downgrade to a Mazda. No, I haven't. And actually, I'm doing better than I ever have because I understand the rules of what's happening right now, and I've got the education and knowledge to know how to make extra money per year than worry about stressing about cutting back like most people are. Two types of people in this world: people that are 99%ers, follow everyone else, get scared and fearful and don't take advantage, and the 1%ers. These are the people that end up multimillionaires, billionaires. They take advantage, they understand. What type are you? I'm in the 1% category, and today on the YouTube, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make more money than ever with the opportunities right now. And I'm going to show you my brand new Mazda. Welcome to Property Investing with Abby. On today's episode, we're going to talk about, is it easier for you to save 10K or to make 10K? So I'm here at our Doncaster HQ. I'm just about to take a drive and going to have a look at some of my properties. And here's my brand new Mazda. So for those of you that know, I used to have a Range Rover because that was my dream car, but got tired of having a Range Rover, so decided to get a Mazda instead. Call it my mummy Mazda because it fits the kids in.
What?
But we're gonna go and take a drive. Elon Musk recently tweeted and he said he felt it was easier to make 10K than to save 10K. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. So the first thing I did was looked at average savings and people's bank accounts in the UK. Now, average savings are about 6 grand. That's the average person got in their bank account saved. So it must be like it is easier to make 10K than to save 10K. The unfortunate news with people having 6K in their bank is the fact that the average cost of living is 3 grand a month, which means the average person only has 2 months worth of savings to cover themselves twice before they don't have any money. And that can be a problem, especially if you're about to lose your job, be made redundant, or lose your income. While we're waiting so I can go fill my car up, last year the average price for fuel was about £1.20, £1.23. This year fuel's gone up to, and we've just driven past it, £1.67. You've got your utilities, your food bill, everything's going up. I saw a Lurpak butter on sale for like £9. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? Lots of things are going up, and that's because energy is so high, which means every day like businesses need to put their prices up, which impacts everything else. Supply chains are impacted at the minute because of the war that's going on in Europe, so everything's going up. Now, most normal people think the way they're going to tackle inflation is to cut back, spend less, save. The reality of that working is very low.
As the money saving expert who's been known for this, I am virtually out of tools to help people now. It's not something money management can fix. It's not something for those on the lowest incomes telling them to cut their belts will work. We need political intervention.
The real question you need to be asking yourself is, how can I earn more? That just cost me £24 more than it would have done last year, just with the increase. Cost of living's here, everything goes up, and it does year on in, year on out. It's just unfortunately this year it's going up a lot faster than it has in previous years, and sometimes the economy needs to do that to catch up. So I'm about to tell you property strategies that you can do to help you increase your income. 3 dead easy ones that you can do and get started with. Now, I'm going to say this, you need to know what you're doing. You need the education and knowledge. And those of you that have followed me for a long time know I'm a massive advocate in personal development, training your mind. So you do need to know what you're doing to pull these off, but you can pull them off. First we're going to talk about is buy to let. Oh, you all right?
Yep, I've just rocked up to the near round, literally on the front door.
Ah, just really quick then. You know Cantley Manor Avenue, which one do we own? Is it number 68?
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you.
Alright, no problems.
Bye. So that's Gareth.
worth our project manager, because we have a lot of houses. I don't always know what number they are. So we're off to see 68 Cantley Manor Avenue. I do know this property. We bought it last year, early last year. We've got great tenants in it, and it makes us £850 rent a month. When you minus our costs, mortgage, insurance, etc., this beauty makes us £500 net a month. Now you need 2 of those, and that makes you an extra 12 grand a year. See, no, we're not going that way. Sat-nav does not know what it's talking about. It's trying to take me over the motorway to bring me back. That's silly. Our tenant is growing the bushes, aren't they? Oh crap. So this is number 68. This is one of my buy-to-lets. Bought it last year. Now I didn't do anything savvy with buying this one. Just put, I think the deposit, stamp duty, etc., legals were about 40 grand. This is worth 185 grand, and we bought it for 168, so we got it BMV at the time, and we just bought it 2 grand worth of bits and pieces to be done in there, and popped the tenant in. Tenant's quite happy, we're quite happy, and it's a lovely family home. So I hope you're enjoying my YouTube series, and I've got a bit of a gift for you today. So what I want you to do is text a number on the screen right now, text book, and we're going to give you a complimentary copy of this straight to your inbox. It's profit from property you do not own. It gives you a bit of my background, and it shows you how you can do property without using loads of money and get started quickly. So 2 of these a year would get you an extra £12,000 net income. So instantly increase what you take home, and then another stream of income. So that was worth 185,000 last year. Property prices went up last year 14%. This year, according to Zoopla Housing Price Index, they've gone up year on year 8.5%. So it's probably roughly worth about 200,000 right now. So 200,000, that's £400,000 worth of assets I've got, giving me 12,000 a year. And that's the beauty of property than keeping your money in a bank. Having your money in gold or crypto, which is a bit volatile, and stocks and shares, is not only does it go up in value, but it pays you as well. Thank you. Cost of living crisis. The first thing people will say is cut out your drive-through coffees. But I say it's a cost of doing business. It keeps my brain sharp so I can buy the properties that I need and construct the deals.
Hey, does anybody want coffee?
And I come for coffee all the time to meet investors. So I would say, yay, Costa. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
So property strategy number 2 in how to make you an extra 10k a year, that would be commercial property like this one behind me. Now this one isn't for sale. This is our local garage where most of us bring our cars when we've got a flat tyre or things. I saw a warehouse for sale in Doncaster. It's up at the minute for 400,000. And the rent for it, so it's already got a tenant in it, it's in for 15 years a tenant, and the rent is 35,000 a year, and you can review the rent every 5 years. So if you did nothing clever but you bought this 400,000 using money out your bank, so 150,000 you're going to need for deposit, stamp and all of that good stuff, and then all you did was just carry on with the tenant, you're going to do nothing more than get 35,000 a year in. Now with mortgage payments, insurance, you're probably looking at netting 20 grand a year, so that's double your money, 20 grand a year. Now with commercial, there's really clever ways of buying them, and you can buy them without putting down a lot of money. So you basically would buy them and you would get a brand new lease in place, and you would increase the value like that. We've got loads of videos on commercial, especially with my mentor Paul Smith, so go and have a look, but commercial would be my second way to get 10 grand extra into your bank per year. So my third property strategy way of how to increase your income by £10,000 per year would be holiday lets. Now we call these in property serviced accommodation, because it's accommodation where you stay and you're serviced, i.e. you don't stay in it forever, you have a housekeeper that comes in, linens and everything's done for you, and you don't pay utilities and stuff, and you normally go in for short term. It's not like a long tenancy, so short term lets, serviced accommodation. Now the one I'm thinking of is in Filey, so we haven't got time to drive there today, but here's some footage of when I did buy it. So this was a buy, refurb, refinance, meaning I bought it with cash, refurbed it, I then put a mortgage on it, pulled out all that cash, and I think it gave me a bit extra as well, so gave me some extra cash out of it. Then I had it, and it's run as a holiday let, and it makes roughly about 22,000 per year net. That's after all the costs of running it. And I don't have tenants in it. I have guests from Booking.com, Airbnb, TripAdvisor go and stay, and it's lovely. But the reason why buy, refurbish, refinance is so cool is you don't need to put a big deposit in it. So basically, because you're raising the value and then you put a mortgage on, you get to pull out all the cash you've invested. So this is where you can lend money from joint venture partners, like private finance. But that's for another day. So I've just shown you 3 strategies. The first is buy to let. Buy 2 buy to lets. They should give you £12,000 a year net profit, because each buy to let gives you about £500. Secondly, commercial property. We've just seen one in Doncaster for sale. It's up for £400,000 and the gross rental amount's £35,000 a year. So after fees and everything, that's 20 grand a year into your bank. Third way is holiday let, serviced accommodation. Mine makes me about 22,000 net per year. Now, to do all of that, you need to know what you're doing. So you need to know what you're doing with buy to lets, how you finance them, limited company, so you don't get taxed a lot and you're very tax efficient. Commercial, you need to know about commercial leases, commercial financing. Holiday lets, you need to know about all the compliance so you don't kill guests off or upset the council. So lots of things you need to know, but it's a knowledge and education that can increase your income. Now imagine you did all 3, 12 grand, 20 grand, 22 grand. In 1 year you could do that, and that's what our students do. So Elon Musk, is it easier to save 10 grand or make 10 grand? I'm 100% saying, with my knowledge that I've got, it's easier to make 10 grand. In fact, it's easier to make 50 grand a year than to save or cut back. 2 best pieces of advice I've ever had in my life is, number 1, follow your values. So I believe everybody lives to a set of values. I look at Dr. DiMartini, you know, and everyone's values are different. And people can get very upset, depressed, anxious when they're not following their values, when they're doing something society thinks they should do and not being true to themselves. So be true to yourself. The second advice came to me when I was newly divorced, living in a little council house with my 2 kids, and I didn't know what to do because already after paying everything I was minus £300 a month and I didn't know what to do. And I said to my friend at the time, crap, what am I going to do? You know, minus £300, I'm going to have to cut back. And I was trying to cut back things like my contact lens subscription, don't need TV license, do I? I'm not going to watch TV. And I was trying to cut these things back. And my friend, who happens to be an entrepreneur and a multimillionaire, they said to me, Abby, you're thinking about this all wrong. You don't need to cut back. You need to make more money. That's your whole challenge. You need to make more money. And that stuck with me. So in this video, I've given you 3 ways to make more money. Thank you so much for watching the video, and thank you Elon Musk, you really got me thinking. So this is Property Investing with Abby. We are now uploading every single Sunday, and you've also got Paul Smith, my mentor, uploading videos every single Wednesday on Money Matters. He does more of the deep dive structure, tax and things, so go and have a look at that, and come to me for those of you getting started or you just want to increase your portfolio. So like the video, drop a comment below, tell me what you're thinking, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Now over September we're going to be releasing videos of my new properties down in the Lake District, so watch out for those and we'll see you soon.